This is what happens when you take macaroni, cheese, put it together, and put it all in the oven. Everyday cooking, Dad. Cooking every day. Welcome in, welcome back, guys. We're doing macaroni and cheese. You saw the thumbnail. You know what you're here for. So we got 3 cheeses, right? We got sharp cheddar. They only had the white, so that's fine. We got mild cheddar and we got Colby, right? And that's it for the cheese. We're just using 3 cheeses, right? And as far as seasonings go, we got Lawry's, we got onion powder, garlic powder, ground mustard. We also got butter, milk, and flour to make our roux. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna shred the cheese and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so we got everything all cut up, ready to go, so we can move in one motion. All right, so let me mount you over the stove. All right, guys, so our pan is just starting to get warm. We don't want to burn the butter. So have your pan kind of cool when you put the butter in, and then we'll raise the temperature a little bit as we go. All right, guys, so our butter's now melted, and we're gonna start our roux. The butter's melted, we're gonna start our roux. I'm gonna go in a little bit at a time with this flour. And make sure you get the lumps out. What am I holding this for? Alright, so little by little, and going with the flour, we make a roux. And guys, this is easy. This is good for nachos, what we're about to do, right? It's good for everything. But this is a roux. This is basically a gravy, right? And if we don't want this to brown or anything like that, so now we're gonna go ahead and go in with our milk. Now, guys, be careful with the milk because the milk will sometimes tend to bubble up over you if you let it get too hot. I'm gonna go 4 cups right here, right now. Recipe requires 5, but I'm gonna go with 4. We can always add some more later, but we can't take it away. So we're just gonna let this come up to temp, guys. Again, I can't stress it enough. Watch your milk, because it will bubble up over you. And you'll be all over your stove and you have to clean it up. Alright, guys, let's just check the milk real quick. 160. That should be good. So let's I don't want this milk. If you're not paying attention, it will just foam up and come right over the top of that pot. Let's just start putting some cheese in. See if it starts to melt. And it's starting to melt. You saw that? All right, let's put a whole lot in there now this time. I really don't want to see all of that extra loopy cheese in there, right? All right, see, that's not coming out. No cheese is coming off of, that's good. So we're gonna go in with some more. I don't have that much cheese left, right? I said this is about 2.5 shredded, right? The other half I'm going to stick in the macaroni and cheese. If I need to, if it doesn't seem thick enough. Again, see how it comes out like that? We don't want that. You're going to keep going until this is smooth. Alright, so guys, look, we're there. And this is a great cheese sauce here, right? Now you probably could put way more cheese in here if you wanted to. Guys, now we're gonna go in with our seasoning. We got 1 teaspoon of Lawry's, 1 teaspoon of mustard, 1 teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder or granulated. And this goes in. And we're just gonna mix that in to our cheese sauce. Get this really incorporated. You want somebody biting down and just getting like a whole piece of Lawry's, you know? So your mac and cheese is nasty. You know, mac and cheese is usually what? The star of the show? Usually, right? Mac and cheese and stuffing. Oh man, those two things together, right? Alright guys, so our macaroni is done. Our cheese sauce is done. So now we're going to go ahead and put the cheese sauce in with the macaroni. Easy pour, right? All of it. Now guys, the recipe actually called for 5 cups of milk. Good thing I only used 4 because I think that was just enough. We still got some cheese sauce left, but I just want to stir this in. Make sure we don't go over the top. Alright, that's perfect, right? It's looking good. It's looking real good. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stick some of these in. This is what I do. It's the way my mother did it, so the way my mother does it. Just stick some cheese down in here, right? All over the place. Just extra chunks of cheese. Alright guys, I ran out to the store and I got some cheese from a Dollar Tree. So we got our cheese to cover the top of it. So I'm going to finish off where we left off here, and I'm just going to start putting cheese in here. Just keep stuffing cheese down inside here. Cheese already started thickening up just a little bit. I put it in the oven on hold, right? I was only gone like maybe about total, maybe 15 minutes, if that, 10. It's right down the block. I'm here in New Jersey. I don't have far to go before I get to a store. Guys, this is just the way I've always done it. Just kind of stick cheese everywhere, right? It's going to melt. This is going in a 375-degree oven until it's nice and brown and bubbly on top. This is going to go on top. Now, normally, you know, the cheese is going to have little wax on it so it doesn't stick together. But we're going to have to live with it, guys. Before I really got into cooking and anything, if I did cheese, I use shredded cheese already, right? Yeah, I think that's it, guys. This is going in the oven for, I'm going to say 30 minutes at the minimum, right? That's when I'll check it again. And that's it. Mac and cheese is done. Now I had to use that shredded cheese, so it looks a little different than what I normally would make. But that's it, guys. Now we can't dig into this right away. We gotta let it cool down a little bit because you're will have to go burn your mouth up, and you don't want to do that, right? So let me give you guys a little flyover. There you go. It's our mac and cheese. Alright guys, it's been about 10 minutes now since this has been sitting. So we're going to go ahead and go in and just see what we got. Just go right in right here. Let's see what we got. Nice, guys. And this is it. This is our mac and cheese. Now guys, when this sets up, it's going to get a little thicker than that. This is This is a mac and cheese you was worthy of it, right? Look, this is a mac and cheese. If you take this over to your, see that cheese, that extra cheese that we had? See how that sits in there like that? We're gonna let this continue to set up. It's still a little hot. But that's it, guys. That's our mac and cheese.
Everyday cooking, Dad. Cooking every single day. Take a look at some of these other recipes and let's get cooking.